Hey guys, it's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. It is great to see you. I'm going to do a 3-card pull and I'm going to use this big Rider-Waite. I feel like it's really fun. It's just fun. It's fun to use. So we're going to get 3 cards. What's on the split? 8 of Swords has been coming through a lot, even in like my own readings for myself. So I get it. I think people are feeling stuck right now because the energy is so intense. It's kind of like when you freeze. It's kind of like just in a state of like, there's fight, there's flight, and there's also fawn, right? So sometimes when things are so overwhelming, we just literally want to like get underneath a table and just sit there and just take a second to like process everything that's happening. There is a lot going on here, folks, in the energy, and it's not just you, right? There's a lot happening. So let's cut these cards and let's see what messages we can pull out to help us, right? Help! We don't need too much help though, right? Because we got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. You know what I'm saying? This is also coming through right now as nature. This is like Mother Nature. This is like connecting with, you know, we're so, everything's metal, right? Everything's fucking metallic. Excuse my French. Everything is disconnect. And this is all about connection, like literally touching a leaf on a tree. And I live in the city, so it's not always easy for me to do this, but even just looking out my window right now, I'm looking at the beautiful changing leaves of autumn, and it like, even just looking at that right now, it's like drawing me in. It makes me feel like, it feels like my chest doesn't hurt as bad. Right. Okay, so let's get the cards we need to see here. 4 of Swords. With the 6 of Pentacles, you will find gifts in your times of rest, is what I'm hearing off these cards. You will find gifts. You'll be given gifts in your times of rest here. With the King of Cups. This will help balance things out. Where emotions have been high, like the tides rising. It's almost felt at times where you felt like you were going under the water, under the waves. You're being gifted something here, and it's placing you on solid ground. It's making you feel more stable as you enter this rest here. See what's at the bottom. The Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. Wow. Let me take a peek at this for a second. There's a lot of enlightenment happening, and I feel like this is, yes, they are divine counterparts. And what's crazy is actually this morning in my own personal reading, I actually also pulled the Emperor and the Empress, and that's why I'm going to say what I'm about to say. There's a mass coming together happening right now, and this is what I mean. I'm not saying that this isn't like you coming together with your divine counterpart, but it's bigger than that. If that resonates with you, where you feel like you are coming into some sort of divine union here, there's even more information and enlightenment here that's happening beyond, much further beyond what you could have ever intended. And this is what I'm about to say. It's the coming together of the inward parts. It's like, to go back to my minister days, being knitted together in love. I've always loved that. And this is what I mean by that. Whether we are male, female, non-binary, however we identify, we have these 2 sides of ourselves. We have the masculine and we have the feminine, right? It's the joining of the 2. The mixing, the mingling of the 2, that is the inner enlightenment, right? And how do we do that? Through these times, right? Through these times of interconnection, interconnectedness with the two sides of ourselves. It's receiving, and then it's outputting what was received with the Emperor. It is like being filled, and on my other energy readings that I did today, there was a lot of messages about letting your inner artist be revealed to the world. A lot of that is Empress, right? It's like in the darkness we create things, right? We it's like it gestates with the Empress. And once that's birthed, the Emperor is the one who kind of brings it out, right? But we're both of these. We are both of these. So it's like we, in that darkness, let's look at it as yin and yang as opposed to male and female. The Empress is the yin, the black, the night sky, the quiet, when you're sitting out in the woods at night and you hear that owl. You're looking up into the stars and you're writing down these plans. You're sketching your life. You're gestating, right? It's a creation space. And then you go to sleep, right? We could argue that's what this period of time is, right? You are given gifts in this period of time here as you quote unquote sleep or literally sleep. When the sun rises in the morning is when the Emperor takes those plans that the Empress within us all has created, has written, has sketched, and brings it out into the world. This is the production. This is the output. The input, the output. Input, output. Input, output. Input, output. If I had the Ace of Wands here, I could make a joke, but I won't. I'll refrain. Oh, Lord. It's too early for this. It's 9:46 a.m., folks, and I'm making sex jokes, all right? I'm going to get canceled. But in all seriousness, everybody, this is what I'm seeing. There is a mass coming together. There is a coming together of the inside of us. This is what creates the power, is these two sides of ourselves, male, female, non-binary, however we identify. These two sides of us are what create in the world. That is the enlightenment I believe that we're going through as a collective. And those of us who apply the things that we're seeing, understanding in our times of quiet, in our meditative states, right? That is the gift. That is the message. It will bring balance to our emotional states as well. When emotions are high in the world, as they are, and they will continue to be, I don't mean to say that in a way of like, oh, you're going to keep struggling. No, we need to grab the bull by the horns. This is the Emperor energy, and decide what we have inside of us all is so freaking valuable. It is cosmic divine energy. When we're looking up in the stars at night and we're sketching, we're writing, we're scripting, we're creating, right, with the Empress. It needs to be brought out with the Emperor. And what the Emperor also provides us is the balls to do it. Just for lack of a better, more ladylike way to say it. It gives us the cojones, the power, the oomph, the initiative, the drive to bring forth what the Empress created in the night. The Emperor brings it forth in the day, and this is us. This is both. We're both. If we're wise, we're both. If we're wise, we come into both sides of ourselves. If we're wise with the hangman between these things, that is the enlightenment. That is the evolution. That is the download. That is the cosmic plan, that each of us would come into our power. That is the gift. This is the gift. The coming together of both sides of ourselves. And the added bonus to all that is when we're just living in our everyday lives, it will help us to balance the storms of this life. Because it can feel overwhelming out here. What do we do? How do we fix things? This is how. It's all inward. It's this. Right here, right now, today. Not in 5 years, not in a year, not maybe when I feel better. Today. This is the revelation. This is the way out. This is the escape. It's these two being at their full capacity. That is the gift of the universe. How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? It comes through these times. And I get it, trust me. Like, I find it very hard, especially with like the high anxiety that I have, to like come into a meditative space with the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords and just like let these things kind of mingle, let them mix, it's tough, I get it, but sometimes I'll even just like space out and like stare at the wall for like 5 minutes. And even in that time frame, a lot can happen. Think about like when you're updating your phone, right? Like when you're updating the iOS on your laptop or something. You know, maybe it takes 47 minutes. But, I mean, think about all that's happening in 47 minutes. The entire system, the entire program, the entire software is being upgraded to an entirely different thing that lots of people worked on. All the tech nerds in Silicon Valley got together and did the next Apple update, right? There's a lot going on behind the curtain, behind the scenes that we don't see. There's a lot going on in the spiritual realm. And so when we're having these upgrades, and it doesn't have to be meditation. Meditation, like I said, meditation can just be like staring with a little drool coming down on the side. You know, with your bag of chips open next to you. And you're just staring. Little bit of drool, a little bit of crumbs on your shirt. Oh, that I can be enlightened in that state. Oh, sure, absolutely. I would recommend it. You know, this pretty picture that we paint about enlightenment, I just don't relate to that. I don't relate to that. So, you know, that's me, but what I'm trying to offer here is like some freaking solutions, because this stuff gets way too complicated when people are struggling in their emotions and we can't even find solid ground. This is the freaking advice. The Emperor and the Empress is becoming this, and it's through the upgrade is how we do it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty the way we get here. It's just making the intention. I want both sides of myself to be operating at full capacity. I want to evolve in such a way that is the case. Taking that this is the practical approach, taking some time, even if it's drool running down and chips all over your shirt. Who the hell cares? Just get the update done. It's like, you know, you keep seeing on your phone that annoying how it shows like the red and the one, how it shows a 1 next to it on your on your upgrade. You know you need to upgrade your phone and you just keep putting it off. Just upgrade the phone, right? Just take the time it takes to upgrade the phone. Even if you have to sit there and stare at the wall, just a little drool. Yeah. I'm becoming the Empress, y'all. Becoming the Emperor, everybody. It's happening. It's working. It's working, yes. Oh, yeah. I'm the Emperor. I'm the Empress. Yep, here I am. A little bit of drool. It's all right. Happens to everybody. Okay, so there's my message. Much love, my friends. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. If you want to get a personal reading from me, you can head on over to my Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/the Metamystic. I'm offering a 1-question, 3-card pull with 3 clarifying cards, 6 cards total. I'm offering that in 3 different formats, $30 flat. Written, audio, or visual, depending on your preference. So head on over to my Etsy shop if you want to get a personal reading from me. You can also check me out on my Instagram at honeybeemusic. B is spelled B33. I do energy readings every day on my TikTok. I also post those over here for you guys that don't like TikTok, and so I post them on YouTube as well for you guys. So much love, everybody, and until next time, you take care. Bye.